Welcome back, guys. So CAF has now decided to come with a punishment on the Libyan national team for the incidents regarding the delay of the Nigerian Super Eagles players back when we were supposed to play the return game of the African Cup of Nations qualifiers run. We were delayed for more than 15 hours, and the plane was rerouted to a different airport that was more than 300 kilometers away from the city that we were supposed to play this game. And to cut the long story short, after the investigation from CAF, today they decided to punish the Libyan national team for what they did. And as a result, they've now officially released their statement saying that they are fining the Libyan national team $50,000 for violating up to 3 of their regulations. 3 articles in their regulatory books: Article 31, Article 82, and Article 151 of the CAF disciplinary code, which is why the federation has decided to punish Libya very heavily. And as a result, the points have now been forfeited. That means Nigeria has +3 points and +3 goals, and Libya has 0 points, 0 goals from that. And effectively, this favors Nigerian Super Eagles because we now have 10 points in the Group D. Also topping the group with Libya, with Benin Republic in the 2nd position with 6, Rwanda 3rd place with 5th, and then Libya with 1 point. So, I mean, this is definitely what I expected, and I'm happy that, they got what they deserve for actually acting the way that they did. Well, guys, let me know what you think about this. Do you think this is a deserved punishment from CAF to Libya for what they did? And the fine of $50,000 is to be paid within 60 days, else CAF are still threatening to increase their punishment if they fail to meet that deadline. So let me know what you think about it. Of course, there's no such thing as postponement of the game. We are not going to play it next year as it was said before. So 3 points automatically to the Nigerian Super Eagles. So what we need right now is to just get a victory from the 2 remaining games that we have, in November, and then we are off to 2025 African Cup of Nations. But aside from that, guys, we also have some really interesting events coming up today. And speaking of such, we have the Super Falcons actually playing a game today, friendly game actually, against Algeria. The game has started already because it's slated for 4 p.m. And then it's being played at the Remo Star Stadium. They also have a return leg that's coming up later on Tuesday, the 29th. And I think that's going to also be played in Nigeria at the Onikan Stadium. So it's a friendly match, but it's definitely also very important because it's an avenue for the girls to test their legs ahead of competitive games coming up, African Cup of Nations for women category from next year. So I wish them all the best for that one. And then also we have the likes of the Flamingos of Nigeria, who will be locking horns with the United States of America under-17 women's team. This is going to be a cracker, to be honest, because both teams are really strong. I've seen them in the group stages. Nigeria obviously defeating all their 3 opponents to come out with 100%, 9 points in the group. USA also showed that they were a very strong side in the group stages, but they only won 2 games, which makes Nigeria's Super Eagles in form, in the last couple of games more than the US side. But take nothing away from this US team. They are very strong, and they've proven to be one of the best and one of the favorites for this under-17 FIFA World Cup. But we'll see how that one plays out. It's going to be played today. 8:30 is the time, 8:30 p.m., which for me, I feel it's a very convenient timing, especially when you consider that the previous games that we've seen the girls play, they either played it around maybe 12 a.m. or 11 p.m. or 1 a.m. because of the time difference between America and Africa. But now we get to watch this game just at the right moment and cheer the girls. We wish them all the best, and we hope that they get a victory for this one and then move into the semi-finals. And then we also had the likes of the Flying Eagles who qualified into the semi-finals of the Wafu B games. I talked about them in the last couple of videos where I mentioned that they were defeated by Burkina Faso 1-0, but they actually won their second game against Ivory Coast 2-1, and that propelled them into the semi-finals, which is going to be against Niger. That game was initially slated to be played today, but from the look of things, it has now been postponed. I don't know for what reason whatsoever, but it's no longer going to be played today, so it's now been shifted to on Sunday, right? So the game is going to be played on Sunday. That's tomorrow. So we wish the Flying Eagles all the best, and as you know, a victory tomorrow against Niger is going to get them into the finals of the Wafu B games, because tomorrow's game is a semi-final, and automatically if we win tomorrow's game, it means that we have qualified for the 2025 Under-20 African Cup of Nations. So it's a must win for that. Keep our fingers crossed and see what happens with that one. And then moving over to the EPL, we saw one game actually go down yesterday, which was the early kickoff for this weekend's game, and it involved two of our players, one for Leicester City, that's Wilfred Ndidi, and then Ola Aina for Nottingham Forest. And Nottingham Forest actually saw a victory in that game, 3-1, which was actually very surprising to me, because I didn't think they would be able to come away with a victory at the home of Leicester City. But it happened, and partly thanks to our very, very reliable Ola Aina, who was hyped for that game yesterday. He was so hyped. He was really, really solid for this Nottingham Forest side, and he showed how happy he was. It really meant a lot to him, if you saw the way that he celebrated that victory over Leicester City. And he made some really meaningful contributions to that victory, playing for 90 minutes, and had some fantastic performances. For Leicester City, we also had Ndidi in the midfield for Leicester City. He's always been a regular for the team, and unfortunately it didn't go to their favor, but Ndidi held his ground, playing for 74 minutes and had one shot. But in the end, it was Ola Aina that that had the last laugh with his teammates, and I was just so happy to see the man succeeding with this Nottingham Forest side, and they've actually been pushed further up the table with 16 points, in just 9 matches played. This is very fantastic, and they are in the 6th position, which is crazy. I mean, this is crazy. No one would expect Nottingham Forest to be in this position, but nice one for the man, and we'll just wish him all the best. But that's the update, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like for the video, and catch you soon.